Hello everyone, nice to meet you again in this video. And in today we learn the lesson always be yourself. Firstly, I will read this text describes about what thing we should do and should think right to help us always be ourselves. And then I will slash several keywords. Subsequently, I explain the meaning of the words for you in English. And I share to you several examples how we use the words to create sentences. And another thing it is really important that I also translate those keywords in Vietnamese because we are Vietnamese, right? So when we learn the new words or the keywords, right? We need to see the meaning of the words in Vietnamese so we can easily understand and also remember those words. Yeah. Do you agree with me or you do not? So if you do not agree with me, please comment. Yeah. So I know about your opinion and then we can interact. Okay, now I read this text. So to help you can improve your pronunciation, so you can read with me. Yeah, it is a good way, yes, to improve pronunciation. Always be yourself. People won't judge you by how much money you have in the bank, the car you drive, the house you live in, or the type of job you are doing, and you, like everyone else, are an almost immeasurable mix of possibilities and limitations. You are unique with all your pros and cons, personalities, abilities, beliefs, and dreams, and you can completely develop perfect and mature with what you already have. The increasingly common trend in today's societies is that instead of recognizing their own shortcomings and resolutely correcting and improving, many people easily accept themselves. They compromise even with their mistakes or shortcomings, still thinking they are intact, perfect, and no need for extra effort. In the studies on self-esteem, researchers found that people who are happy with themselves accept failure as a risk incident and do not reflect anything about their own ability. And unhappy people take failure frustratingly, make it representative of who they are, and use it to predict the future, and in the end, they dare not do anything despite the opportunity is staying in front of them. So to have a happy life, we need to see failure as an inevitable part of life. To be successful, we need to experience many failures. And in here, I want to ask you, do you agree with this lesson? If you agree or do not agree, can you show your opinion in the comment box so we can interact with each other? Okay, now to the next part, we will learn the meaning of several important words. I also call keywords. And the first keywords I want you to understand the word choose is the verb, right? And here the phonics, you can look at this to help you can pronounce properly these words. Choose, yeah, and here the meaning in Vietnamese. Choose is meant to form an opinion about somebody, something based on the information you have. And we have an example how we use the word choose. As far as I can judge, all of them are to blame. Yeah, as far as it's meant until now, right? Based on information you have, you can judge that all of them are to blame for those problems, right? And you want to say that for that problems caused by them. Yeah, it was not caused by you, right? Okay, and for the next word, immeasurable. Yeah, in here you can see the phonic, and you should stress the second syllable. May, yeah, immeasurable, yeah, and remember you should not pronounce im. Yeah, have the letter M. It is wrong. You should pronounce immeasurable, right? Yeah. And here the meaning in Vietnamese. Immeasurable is meant to last, right? To be measured. And we have an example. Her contribution was of immeasurable importance. Yeah. So her contribution, right, was very important, right? And so much. Yeah, so much. Yes. And in here, we just want to say there's such for this companies, right, achieve one targets. Yeah, and we want to tell about the marriage, right, of this woman. Yeah, so we will use this sentence to say her contribution was of immeasurable importance for this company's target. Okay, and for the next idioms, the pros and cons. Yeah, and here the meaning in Vietnamese, right? The pros and cons is mean the advantages and disadvantages of something, right? And we have an example. We weighed up the pros and cons. So in here, it means that we consider, right, about the advantages and the disadvantages. And for the next words, I want to say to you the word mature. Yeah, mature. And you need to stress the second syllable, tour. Mature. Yeah, mature. And for this word could be in verb form or adjective form, right? But in this test, I use this word in verb form. So I will explain the meaning of this word in the verb form for you. Mature is meant to become fully grown or developed. And we have an example like this. Technology in this field has matured considerably over the last decades. So through this sentence, we understand, right? The technology in this field. In the field for one guys is doing, right, has matured considerably. It means that has developed so much, right? If compared with 10 years ago. Okay, and for the next words, I want to say to you the word shortcoming. It is now, right? And for this words, you need to start the first syllable, short. Okay, shortcoming, shortcoming. Yeah, in here the meaning in Vietnamese. Shortcoming is meant a flaw in somebody's characters, a plan, a system, etc. And we have an example. She made me aware of my own shortcomings. Okay. And for the next words, resolutely. And for this words, you need to start the first syllable. Re. Okay. Resolutely. It is adjective, right? Resolutely is meant in a way that is strong and determined. And we have an example. They remain resolutely opposed to the idea. It means that they remain right strongly opposed to the idea of other peoples. Yeah, they strongly disagree, right, with this idea. Yeah, you can understand like that. Okay, and for the next word, self-esteem, right? Self-esteem, and in here, yes, you need to stress the syllable. So, esteem, right? Esteem, okay. Self-esteem, okay. Self-esteem. And in here's the meaning in Vietnamese, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I forget to type one mark for this word, right? But anyways, you also can read and understand the meaning, right? In Vietnamese here. Okay, and self-esteem is meant a feeling of being happy with your own character and abilities. And we have on examples how we use the word self-esteem like this. You need to build your self-esteem. Yeah. And in my opinion, if you want to build your self-esteem, I think that you should focus on learn as much as possible to improve your knowledge, right? And also working harder to improve your ability in workings. And you also need to be honest and straightforward. Yeah, if you can do that. So I think you can build up your self-esteem. Yeah, and you will feel that you are so proud about yourself, about your personalities. Yeah. So when you talk to other people, you will show about your face. You are so confident. Yeah. You are self-esteem. Yeah. You have a great self-esteem. Okay, and for the next words, I want to say to you the word frustrating. Yeah, and for this word, you need to stress the second syllable, right? straight. Okay, frustratingly. Okay, frustratingly. Yeah, here the meaning in Vietnamese. Frustratingly, it is adjective. It's meant in a way that causes you to feel annoyed and impatient because you cannot do or achieve what you want. Okay, for these feelings, right? I will have an example like this. And for your desires, right? In this morning, as you want to go to the coffee shop to drink coffee with your friends, but because something happened, right? So your friend canceled that appointment to you, and you cannot drink coffee with your friend at the coffee shop. So you feel frustrated. Yeah. And for the next word, inevitable. Yeah, it is adjective, right? And for this word, you need to stress the second syllables, right? Yeah. Now, okay. Inevitable, right? I'm sorry. Previously, right? I pronounced wrongly this words. And for this words, you need to stress the second syllable and. Okay. Inevitables, not inevitable, right? Inevitables. Okay. Inevitable. Okay. Inevitables. It means that you cannot avoid or prevent. Yeah, for something, right? If you say that it is inevitable to you, so this means that you cannot avoid that thing will appear and affect to you. Okay. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and hopefully you like this.